Oh, he's got plenty to say. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
You ready?
We are.
We are. So, my question is I have a little over an hour commute every day to work. So every day by the whole entire time, I am manifesting and doing affirmations, and by the time to get to work, I'm on cloud 9.
Feeling good?
Feeling absolutely like I'm in a different world. But as soon as I step out of that car and I pick up the phone for the very first time, it's like, I realize...
if only your drive was like 4 hours.
It's 4 hours, right.
Well, we like beginning at a place like this because we're just going to explain. We'll be brief but very succinct about this. We really want everyone to get this. In every moment that you are on this earth, the field of gravity has a big effect on you, and you understand it and acquiesce to it. You understand it because it's consistent, and so you've learned how to move around in it and thrive within it. Well, beyond this earth, there is a universal law that has accomplished what we like to call a field of attraction, and it, like gravity, is always functioning. And so when you think, I'm going to be at work in a little while, in about an hour, if things go like they usually do, traffic-wise, and I'm going to step into a new segment when I walk in that door, and another new segment when I pick up that phone. In other words, this is me presenting myself to the field of attraction, and the law of attraction giving me back what I've got going on vibrationally. So what you just said to us is, what you've got going on vibrationally is one thing when you're in the segment called my car, my freedom, my doing what I want. But when you step into the work environment, you've got another set of expectations that are the stronger current that the law of attraction is picking up on. And so you don't feel so good. And the whole point of all of it, we've been saying for a long time, this is our favorite thing for you to hear and finally get to really know. Everything that everybody wants, no matter what it is, a pile of money, a relationship, an empire, a place to live, everything that everybody wants is because they think they will feel better having it. And so everything is about that feeling place. But most people have something very backwards, and we want to straighten that out while we're all here together today. Most people think, if I'm in a good environment where things are obviously good, then I will feel good. In other words, that's me responding to my environment. And what we want for you, and we want you to know it, we want your environment to respond to you. Because it will. Not just because it will, but because it is. It is. Do you ever have an experience where you're interacting with somebody, maybe you don't know them, maybe it's on the phone, maybe it's in a hotel, or you're somewhere, and you're interacting with someone and they're just snarky. Clearly, they don't like what they do, and in you walked. And you might think, oh, I have accidentally stumbled upon a snarky person. Nope. Wasn't accidental. Snarky met snarky. And you don't want to believe that because you didn't feel as snarky before you met snarky. But after you met snarky, oh, you're feeling snarky, or whatever. And so when you reach this place where you say, responding to me, it's always responding to you. It's always responding to you. In an Abraham Now broadcast, you aware of those? We do a couple a month usually, where people can send in their videos or their questions by email, and then we have 2 hours together while we sort of sort things out. And a really wonderful, more of a comment than a question came the other day. And this woman said, sometimes it just feels like grief is the only thing in the room. It's like it's the only thing there. And while I don't want to feel grief, it feels like it's the only thing in the room. And we said, but it's not. It's not the only thing in the room. It's just the only thing in the room that you've got access to right now because of whatever you've got going on. Then we've been talking just recently. You all are right out here on the leading edge, aren't you? You like being on the leading edge? We're going to have some leading edge conversation here today. So what happens is, whenever you know what you don't want, for example, if you say grief is the only thing in the room, can you find some words that are on the other end of that stick? Because on the other end of the grief stick, or the angry stick, or the I don't like my work stick, or the snarky stick, on the other end of snarky is absolute otherness. It's other-sideness. The contrast produces, when you know what you do not want, you know what you do want, even if you can't describe it. And so we want you to know that if grief is in the room, something else is. Now, sometimes it's hard to find anti-grief. Anti-grief is in the room. Anti-grief. Sometimes it's hard to find. If you don't have enough money and you're asking for money, your words don't matter, because the universe isn't responding to your words. The universe is responding to your vibration. And so if you feel not enoughness of something that you really want, you're launching a rocket of desire, and the other end of that stick is in the room with you.